Good morning, everyone. Here's what's bothering me today. All I've been hearing in the Canadian news for the past 2 days, pretty much, has been non-stop coverage of our new massive, never before seen since World War II deficit and spending. Wow. What was the fucking alternative? To be like America and let people die and have no support or help whatsoever? The reason why this is our greatest deficit spending since World War II is this is one of the greatest threats we've faced since World War II. Ugh. People love to complain about money and deficit spending without looking at the debt to GDP ratio and without considering that sometimes it's a necessary thing. When natural disasters happen and they destroy entire neighborhoods or towns even, we still rebuild them. We don't say, well, is it really worth fixing all the damage in your town of 5,000 people? I don't know. Think of the business and the economy and all the money that you're asking your fellow taxpayers to shell out. If that sounds callous to you, then congratulations, you're a halfway decent person. We spent this money to save lives. And for those who are thinking, well, how are we going to pay for it? There's about 26 bastard billionaires in this country, never mind however many more millionaires there are, who have been dodging taxes and their corporations that they have vastly profited from. Those corporations have also been dodging taxes by filing in places that have the lowest tax rate or have their headquarters in some little office in the Cayman Islands or Barbados or Bermuda or somewhere, right? So the idea of how are we going to pay for it? We can't afford to pay for it from your average Canadian or American or Australian or whoever. And guess what? You're correct, which is why it's high time that the wealthy and the corporations pay their fair share and back due, okay? I'm so tired of this idea of how do we pay for it? There's a huge section of the global economy and of our population that has been dodging taxes and paying their fair share for quite some time. So it's high time that they pay back the favor for all the infrastructure that we, the citizenry, have paid for. They use that infrastructure to make their billions. It's high time they pay their fair share. So all this talk of how are we going to get this spending under control? Oh my God, so much spending, so much money, such a deficit. Oh, it's terrible. The liberals are so bad. What was the alternative is one of the main points. And then secondary, how do we pay for it? Well, there's people who have more than enough money to pay who haven't been paying their fair share for years, if not decades now. So before we eat them, we should definitely tax the rich. We stand at a moment in our history, or what will be seen as our history, where we have a chance to meaningfully change our world and our cultures and our society for the better. And we should seize that opportunity. And right now, this talk of, oh my God, it's so bad here in Canada with all the spending, it's useless. It's distracting. We can find ways to pay for it that don't affect your average Canadian. It just requires some serious leadership from our elected officials. And as for those crying about how bad it is, it's not because it was necessary. You cry for businesses and for entire industries like the oil industry in Alberta to be bailed out all the time. We are bailing out our very society. That is worth every goddamn penny. Tax the rich already. Or else one day we're gonna actually eat these guys. And that's not a good return on investment. Stop crowing about stuff that doesn't matter and doesn't make sense. And let's please move forward and improve our situation. rather than crying about something where there's a very easy fix. And that's what was bothering me today.